Well, after a thrilling win last night, the CSUB men's basketball team had the chance to punch their ticket to March Madness for the second straight year, but ultimately fell tonight to the New Mexico State Aggies in a 70-60 defeat. We have team coverage of the WAC final tonight, including Andrew Worth with reaction from fans here at home. But first, we're going to check in, of course, with 23 ABC Sports Director Stephen Hicks live for us tonight in Las Vegas with what went wrong for the runners against a familiar foe. Stephen?
Well, Brandon, it was another year, but the same story. CSUB meeting New Mexico State in the final, but with different circumstances this time. Of course, the runners coming in with that #1 seed, but Coach Barnes says a return trip to March Madness, nothing would be easy about it. We were certainly shown that last night with the 4-overtime thriller against Utah Valley, but if there was ever a question if the runners would be fatigued coming into that final, that quickly went away in the first half. So once again, it is the New Mexico State Aggies there to meet the runners in the final. They had a 20-game win streak earlier in the season before CSUB beat them inside the Accardo Center back in February. They've also got the WAC Player of the Year in Ian Baker. Opening basket looked to set a tone for the Aggies. Jonathan Wilkins with the huge slam, but CSUB gritty all year. Today, no exception. Aggies guarding the runners' shooters. Brett Rapp takes advantage, knocks down the three. Later, watch Dedrick Basil, listed as a generous 5'10". Look at the effort to get the steal. Then in transition, Rapp finds Sean Briggs with the nice finish inside. That was the story of the half. Runners starting to pull away. Rapp with the nice drive inside. He'll lay it in off the glass finish and the foul. That is a 10-point runner lead. Later, Rapp almost loses it, able to hang on, drive inside, feed, follow in Doy. The runners suffocating on defense, contributing on offense. It led to 12 turnovers from the Aggies. They take a 9-point lead into the break. So as you can imagine, jubilant scenes to start the second half from the runner faithful, but in that second half, the Aggies would find their form. The biggest lead that CSUB would have was 13, but Chancellor Ellis would knock down this big three, sending the bench into a frenzy. The comeback is on. Then Ian Baker, again from downtown. Aggies clawing all the way back. They now lead by 3, but if turnovers hurt New Mexico State in the first, they really hurt the runners in the second. Jamario Jones with the steal. Ian Baker with the putback finish, but the runners not done yet. Arrington takes the pass, drives inside. His dunk makes it just a 2-point game, 51-49. But the Aggies would respond. Matt Taylor, the corner, the dagger 3. If New Mexico State can't taste that final, they certainly could after Eli Chua's points inside. Watch as Matt Smith called for the foul on the play. He would foul out. That was his 5th of the night. Chua would make the free throw to make it a 7-point lead. Basil, he would hit a 3, but that would just delay the inevitable for CSUB. When the final buzzer sounded, you can see the tale of two emotions. Jubilation from Aggie Army, while the runners can hardly look at the celebrations. One of those celebrating is Miramonte grad and Bakersfield native Braxton Huggins. He finished with 8 points on the night, so it's a very tough way for the WAC tournament to come to an end for CSUB. But Coach Barnes talked to us post-game. This shouldn't take away from anything that they've built over the past couple of years. This was a very good team that they lost to. Could they have done more? Yes, they certainly could have, but all in all, a very successful year for CSUB. They'll now look forward to the NIT tournament. They'll find out who they're playing next in that coming tomorrow. For now, live at the Orleans, Stephen Hicks, 23 ABC Sports.